Hello students, today in this class, in this video I am going to teach you subject and predicate. Actually the subject and predicate is a continuation of the previous chapter that we have done in the last video you have seen, that is the sentence. Okay, so I hope you all remember what your sentence is. I will define once again what a sentence is. A sentence is a group of words giving a complete sense. A sentence is a group of words that gives a complete meaning. Okay, so I write here one sentence. Example: Anu is an intelligent girl. One more sentence I say. The sun shines brightly. When you read both these sentences, it gives you a complete meaning. Okay, it starts with the capital letter and with the full stop. It's giving you a complete meaning. Anu is an intelligent girl. When you read this sentence, you get the meaning that something is said about Anu in this sentence. So something said about Anu, so in that case Anu becomes the subject. And what is being said about Anu becomes the predicate. Likewise in the second sentence also you see the sun shines brightly. Now what is said about, something is said about the sun in this sentence, so the sun becomes the subject. And what is the second part of the sentence is that shines brightly is something said about the sun, so that becomes the predicate. Mean to say that every sentence has got two parts, is divided into two parts, that is subject and predicate. So what you can define subject as? What you will see, what is the subject? We can define subject as that something we speak, the person or the thing we speak about the person or thing we speak about here becomes the subject. Okay, and what is predicate then? Predicate is what we speak about that subject becomes the predicate. Subject means about that person or thing. About that person or thing. So what we speak about that subject or person or thing becomes the predicate. So these two parts are important. The person or thing we speak about in the sentence, that becomes a subject, and what we speak about that becomes, about that subject becomes the predicate. Now still if you find difficult to find it out, the subject of the sentence, one thing you can do, you can ask question using the verb. You can use these relative pronouns like who and what. Who and what. These two relative pronouns you can use for asking question plus the verb. Now verb, you can use either the main verb or the auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is also called the helping verb. Okay. So if you ask question and the answer that you get becomes the subject. For example, one example we take. Suppose the earth revolves round the sun. This is a sentence. The earth revolves round the sun is a sentence. So you can ask the question using either who or what, depends on the sentence. So what revolves round the sun? Here revolves the verb. So what revolves round the sun? Your answer is the earth. So the earth becomes the subject and rest of the part of the sentence becomes the predicate. Okay. Now one more sentence you can see that would be easier for you. Example, the army fought bravely. The army fought bravely. So your question is using who or what, anyone according to the sentence you use, plus the verb. Now verb here is fought. This is the main verb. So who fought bravely? The answer is the army. So the army becomes the subject and rest of the words of the sentence becomes the rest of the part of the sentence becomes the predicate. So I think it's easier for you to find. Okay. One more example I can add to this so that it will be more clear to you. Like you have imperative sentences. Okay. Like sit down. Sit down is a, which type of sentence is this? Imperative, it's a command, order. Sit down. So now you'll say what is the, there is no subject. Okay. But subject is always there. If you remember the last slide, you'll remember that always subject you is hidden here. So in that case, in all the imperative sentences, you will find you as a subject. And rest of the part of the sentence, that sit down becomes the predicate. So this we all have in this chapter. It's the first chapter, continuation of that. It was the last part. Okay. So this I have in this video. One exercise is there related to the subject and predicate in your book. Please do it in the book itself. It will be a check for you how much you have understood. Okay. And you underline, you will circle the predicate or underline the predicate and subject and underline the predicate. Okay. And please write, don't write S and P. Please write the full word subject and predicate. You will learn like that, the spelling especially. Okay. So do in the book itself. And so this is all I have in this slide, in this video. Thank you for watching.